Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 Digital League Season 9 battle. This is Early Middle Ages, Division A. I have the Byzantines with Arab allies versus Macedonics, Andalusians, which are, I think, considered one of the top two armies in Early Middle Ages right now. So, with that in mind, why is that? Strong light options, massed archers, 4 units of veteran Muslim spearmen, fantastic value, even more lights, and then hordes of cheap cavalry and armored lancers. So it's a good flexible army. Right. We'll want to, I think, just deploy in the flat and sit and wait for him to advance. I don't really feel like pushing up against this hill, and I don't really feel like spreading out into the open where his advantage in lights will be even more useful to him. We'll dump light javelin men in the forest. Back them up with a unit of Bedouin foot. Very good. We're going to have to be careful to both get enough men to have firepower, but also enough cavalry to block up his veteran Muslim spears. Okay. Here we go. And some lancers in the center. Toss some massed archers in the flank here, and we'll guard with still more raw scutatoi and archers. Then what? Veterans? Yep. Bedouin cavalry? Yep. Not sure if that's worth it. We'll see. Okay, what else? More Bedouin cavalry. More raw scutatoi and archers. 2 more in reserve. Okay. Then what? Lights. Very good. 200 points remaining. We'll need light cavalry, as he has far more light cavalry than we can bring to bear. I might even want to bring the nomad light horse archers for that purpose, but instead I might just bring more nomad horse archers for their cheap firepower. 1 in reserve here, and then thematic lancers and archers for their bows and lances. Our army is going to be far smaller than his. We'll have to make do. Very good. Next turn. All right. Okay. That is a lot of skirmishers. Right, we'll want more skirmishers to our left, and our archers to seize this rough ground, and our Bedouin light horse to deny the flanking opportunity. Let's move our raw Scutatoid archers that way as well. And our thematic lancers will be ready to help cut off movement or engage his cavalry head on. We'll shift our other infantry skirmishers to the right. And should I keep one centered? No, I'm just gonna keep shifting to the edges with them. Okay, very good. Then I have my reserve raw Scutatoid archers. I might shift one over to the right and shift one over to the left and keep our nomad horse archers in reserve. Otherwise, I'm going to stand still and let him come to me and see how his advance works out. We might need to fall back from this hill when the master archers get back up there. That's okay though. If I'm lucky, he'll advance aggressively enough with his cavalry that I can engage them head on. Macedon 6 says, looks like everyone in early Middle Ages Division A wants to see their opponent on YouTube first and fight with you before their fight with them. Maybe. I think I've just been kind of busy with real life and doing no more than one turn a day, and that's probably the slow pace of getting these uploaded. But maybe people are being that cagey. It's possible. Shifting back into the center. Well, that's fine with me. Let's definitely occupy this rough anyway. And in that case, we'll want to protect our cavalry, I think. But we'll keep extending. I think there's no harm in that. And get our light lancers forward. What to do with the thematic lancers and archers? I don't think a long flank is necessarily what we want to do with them. Okay, let's get line of sight. Hello. Just a bit of light cavalry then, no big deal. So far. Nomad horse archers, do I want them anywhere in particular yet? Swing this way and see if we can deal with the lights. And then we'll get in line next turn, and then we can slowly start kind of creeping around this right side. Next turn. Okay, let's withdraw out of immediate range of these javelin men and start pushing into line. And that's good for now. We'll begin a right push soon. Right then, next turn. Being downslope is a bit of a shame. We might need to pull them back a tile. I'm completely alright with yielding him this high ground. We're going to just stay in the flat. We'll pull back if we need to. Pull back and pull back. Good. Alright, in the meantime, our light horse can push up. And then next turn, this whole wing will start swinging forward. We'll just hang out here and see what he does. Next turn. Good start, guys. Well done, well done. Alright, he's gambling on breaking through here before I can start trying to roll him up. And he's going to anchor on this hill, which I can't do much about. Still, I don't think his light horse will slow me down much. The question is, do I want to stand my ground and shoot, or just start withdrawing here? I'll consider that while I make these moves. This is probably a waste of arrows. Do I want to do it anyway? Why not? and back, and then throw in our Bedouin foot. Well, 5 units of Lightfoot here. I can spare 2 with support from the Scutatoi if I don't pull back. If I do pull back, he'll have to come down more off the hill to fight. So I am inclined to withdraw here, at least temporarily. And advance slowly behind the wall of infantry. The cavalry ready to zone of control lock his veterans. Alright. So we're going to push, I suppose uphill, unfortunately. We'll try to get at his squishy cavalry. Next turn. Losing another unit. It's annoying. Okay, fall back out of range and open up. Let's keep withdrawing. How bad is this? It's not terrible if we charge in now. And zone that unit out. Put some fire down. These massed archers will push for this patch of rough. Tagmatic lancers are going to push that direction. Okay, rescue these lights then. Thank you. Is that worth my time at this point? No. Lock them in so they can't charge us in the rear. Alright, how's this going? Not particularly well, but it's too early to despair. We are going to lose this forest. We're going to suffer some loss to these swarming light cavalry, and we're unfortunately going to have to attack uphill here. And endure a lot of arrows. See how it all goes. Next turn. Hold firm. Shit. Alright, we're going to have to keep falling back with this unit and push up with the rest. Right, keep falling back. And what? Shove them off. Lock them in. Run them down. Thank you. And I'm afraid we need to waste some ammo. Yeah, we need to at least keep them off our backs a little bit. But we can't allow ourselves to get too distracted here. Alright, now what? I could try to shove them off, but I think it would not be wise. Lovely. Good. Next turn we can flank them at least. Run. And piss off. What a waste of horse archers. Okay. Then what? It's not going too well. We need to find a way to break these weaker units, but even their Muslim spearmen can outclass our scutato and archers until we disrupt them, and we're having trouble causing disruptions. Let's get ready to zone of control lock. tempted. So we'd be at minus 17 against these Muslim spearmen right now. Doesn't seem the most desirable situation. Get some fire in. Oh yeah, who took fire? I think they both did. Held firm. Looking rough. I don't know what I'm going to do about this giant ball of generaled up veterans. Next turn. Oh. Well, that's one way to do it. Nice. Got my old men blocked in there. There goes my entire wing of lights. Well, it was always likely to go down that way, the numbers being what they are. Oh. Well, what is up with that? Okay, then. This is looking like a loss, which I'm kind of okay with. This is one of the tougher armies in the section, so that's how it is. That's how it is. We need rescue. I'm not sure if I'm going to be improving the Byzantines' record this season. I actually wanted them to break. You stop charging. Well, that's terrible. We're gonna need a rescue this way at this rate. Ugh. Alright, officially predicting defeat now. Next turn. Yep, so he's blocking me in there. I'm preparing a flank attack here. And preventing my horse archers from intervening against master archers there. Yeah, this is shaping up to be another complete disaster. Yeah, so what he's done is just swarmed my cavalry and made really good use of this hill to stop me. So we have to prevent the flank by positioning our raw troops downhill, which is not ideal. And here, we've got no way to prevent the flank, can't even fall back. So we can only hope that we bounce them on first impact, but I don't think it's too likely. We might break or disrupt here. Raw troops. Yep. Shut them off. Fall back, for God's sake. It's something, but it's not enough, unfortunately. When they break, these raw scutato are gonna break too, I think. Yep. This might actually be a worse defeat than against Nosy Rat it's shaping up to be. Alright, we'll leave it at that for now, but I think 4 turns max and it's done. Mastodonzik is trying to make me feel better. He's admitting it's over, but he's saying, despite the result, one of my tougher games. Maybe. I guess I haven't seen his other games. But he's doing pretty damned well if 4% losses is one of his tougher games. Uh-huh. Oh, indeed. Do we bounce them? Well, yes, but not the best, guys. Alright, do we double drop or just single drop? That's the question. Double. Right then, charge these light archers and see if something nice happens. I was hoping more for a flank on there, but guess I'll take it. Uh-huh. Well, let's try to inflict some casualties before the end. Yeah, it's very tough facing, oh, nice work, facing the swarm of light cavalry. Maybe I moved too aggressively and I should have... Well, I don't know what. I don't have really good defensive ground here. It's all very open for cavalry as well. Going through the motions here. Take cover. Honestly, I think it'll be done next turn. Alright, so Mastodonzik is explaining his earlier comments, basically saying that even though the percent gap is huge, he felt like he had to think very hard to figure out how to overcome the situation. I mean, that's nice, but it's still a bit of a massacre. Alright, then we run away and we should get our game over notification. Alright, so very well done to Bastonzik. He held his main core heavy infantry together really well, in such a way that when he did have to do unfavorable attacks on lancers, he could endure bad cohesion checks even if they happened. In the event, he was mostly doing the bad attacks with superior heavy foot, so he passed his checks. So Andalusian is, I think, considered one of the top 2 armies in early Middle Ages right now, and for good reason. I felt like I had to defend against this forest so that I didn't get swarmed by his lights and light cavalry, but doing so allowed him to pile together a big ball of heavy foot and slam into me. I think had I deployed more in the open, that would have made the heavy foot situation a little easier to deal with, but I would have got swarmed by lights instead, and I don't think he would have engaged head on without surrounding me first. I think another mistake I made was not getting the Clivanophoroi. They're, 84 points, I think? Hideously expensive, and I think they would have been worth the cost here. Just drop him right in the middle of the line and slug it out. I also think maybe I should have got more of the 36-point Bedouin cavalry, non-light lancers, just to kind of spread out the line, instead of so many of these shooty, tagmatic, and thematic cavalry, which in the end didn't get to do very much shooting, and just having more would have been useful. So yeah, very well played to Mastodontic. Impressive victory, 41% gap. You don't see that all the time. Good game, and until next time.